All right. Let's see what we have. The energy. Oh, the energy. I've been meditating, picking up all day. See, because originally it was a topic that I wanted to do, and then I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. Then all day, it just kept bugging me, reminding me somebody has to say something. So this could be either someone wants you to say something to them, you want to say something to somebody wants to say something to you want somebody to say something to you. It's like something like um, either communication has to be had, conversation has to be had, or somebody is desiring that a conversation from another person. I don't know how I'm gonna get this out. I don't know. But I do have these chakra wisdom, so I wanted to get those. Those are almost like higher self messages, I guess I would say. But they're dope. I like them. I've been using them for a long time. A lot of them are missing, but it's the only deck that where like most of the cards are missing. I still use it. If I can find another one, I will. I got a fortune cookie, and because the reading feels a little bit more on, maybe it's like telepathic communication happening between two people, or a spiritual level, because it feels like that. I'm going in with the deviant moon because the artistry is super subconscious, so they'll let me pick up that energy a lot better. So let's go with the fortune cookie first. Mind you, I have my own fortune cookie. It says your next triumph will be won through kindness. Which, you know what? Let me tell you, I did my little 5K today, a little bit over. Did my little 5K today, and I stopped at a little neighborhood library. So I don't know, at least where I'm from, they have little libraries in the neighborhood. They just pack them full of books. The book that I picked up was a kid's book, and it was called A Little Spot of Kindness. So it was talking about how, here's the thing that stood out: when you spread kindness, not only does it brighten that person's life, then it brightens yours as well. So it's like the act of kindness, even a little bit, it restores happiness. I like the perspective. The artistry was really cool too. It was a kid's book. But let's see what we have with the chakra wisdom. Let's see what we get. Dang. Instinct. Dang. Did all the first chakra, base chakra, and the fifth chakra, the throat chakra. Right, and that's setting boundaries. So we'll go with the first because I like to go in succession from the lowest up, right? And the first one is instinct. They're all first chakra. I trust that my instincts are correct and I let my natural intuitive feelings guide me forward. I will know what I need to do and how to respond with wisdom to situations that come my way. I have an innate desire to be of service in life. As I tap into this feeling, I will know what service I'm called to do. I believe in myself. Building a strong foundation of self sufficiency with setting boundaries. It just seems like, and it just communication. Okay, you may have to tailor your speech for some sort of communication, and it's it's to create stability because with all of this base chakra, there is an imbalance in that area. So someone is probably, it's a, okay. So is it lack? There's a lack in that area. Is this between two people? Are you within yourself? Perhaps you need to have an honest conversation with yourself. Um, okay, let's keep going. I create stability and security by adequately providing myself with the basic needs, a healthy life, such as shelter, food, water, and clothing. I use my creativity to build a strong foundation as this is essential key to my survival and to my growth. The more inner and outer stability I have, the more grounded and fulfilling my life will become. I respect myself and take care of my physical body by nurturing and nourishing it. My body tells me what it needs. Not only does it tell you what it needs, from the material world, but it does let you know, thank you for the light, and hi everyone who's here. Not only does it tell you what you need for the material world, right? It tells you kind of what you need spiritually. It guides you. Your solar plexus goes off. You get those intuitive nudges. You get around certain people, your head hurt. You get around certain people and you feel tired. There's reasons why, and you have to listen to your body and listen to yourself as you develop stability for yourself in your inner and outer world. Within yourself, when you're feeling off balance, sometimes it'll show up like oh, my gut feels funny. You might even mistaken it for hunger, when in reality it might be related to something else. Like I forgot to drink water today altogether because I've been stressed out. So now you're eating junk food to kind of like satisfy that feeling, but the food isn't filling you up. But you've already eaten so much crap, you don't have the energy to make you something healthy so you can think from a clear state of mind. Like it's the way that when things are going on with us spiritually and affecting us spiritually, the way that it can affect us in our physical body, it's real. It, for me at least, I'm a spiritual being. I'm a part of spirit, and then I just chose to be human for now. So that's there's like a communication that has to be had. By finding material security without being materialistic, I'll gain satisfaction, stability, and inner strength. I am resourceful. I put in the effort to be responsible for supplying fundamental needs in my life, like shelter, food, water, and clothing. I take responsibility for where I am now and where I find myself in life as I move forward. I get in touch with and trust my innate wisdom, which tells me that I will be provided with all that I need. The energy here also kind of lets me know there might be someone who may be struggling out there, and you just need a gentle reminder that you're completely capable of achieving all that you set your mind to. Please don't give up on yourself and continue to push forward. Trust me, I'm not sure what people be going through, but as somebody who has been homeless several times, once you gain that inner stability for yourself and you really begin to believe in yourself and trust in your own abilities, that's when things, you start to see things happen, go to the next level for yourself. You start to feel that stability that you deserve. I teach others how to love and to respect me by how I love and respect myself. My integrity is supported when I express my thoughts and my feelings. I am aware of excessively wanting to please others. I'll maintain and grow my personal power by saying yes when I mean yes and no when I mean no. Um, and saying no to what I want to say no to. That's interesting. I speak up for myself and I set boundaries regarding other people's behaviors. I do this by asking for what I do want, such as respect, patience, tolerance, and support, rather than telling them what I don't want. So make sure you're not being defensive. Again, you might have to tailor your speech um, towards the conversation. It might even be with your own self. Right on time? I'm sorry, I'm misreading that. I think you're so time wasted. I'm not sure what you mean. Yeah. So, here's the thing, right? When we're setting boundaries with ourselves, we're telling ourselves what we do want for ourselves without putting restrictions for ourselves and closing things off. Naturally, when we experience things that we don't want to experience, and then we experience things that we do want to experience, and then we go in and lean in towards those things that we do want to experience more and more. Those things that we don't want to experience, they're not we're not gonna have room for it. We're not going to have space for it. We're not going to have time for it. We're going to fill our day with things that make us feel good. So this could very well be the conversation within itself, right? And the conversation with yourself might need to look a little bit like, hey, I want to accomplish this. I want to accomplish that. Instead of saying, this time I don't want to be playing no games. I want us to be on it. I want this and I want that. And I don't want this and I don't want that. And in this aggressive way towards the self, in this way towards the self that kind of brings the self down, and we talk to ourselves kind of in a way that mimics the way other people have talked to us before or put us down before. We're not leaving ourselves open, or even actually, if we're dealing with our inner child isn't feeling safe enough to go out and experience these good things when us as our adult self are making these boundaries. When we're putting the boundaries, it's because what our parents really should have told us, right? Was put these boundaries on yourself. Be dedicated. Be motivated towards your goals so that you can achieve them and you can enjoy things in life. Sometimes it didn't come off that way. Sometimes it came off as you're lazy. You don't do this. You don't do that. You don't do that. You don't do that. I don't want to see you do this. I don't want to see you that. Instead of, I'd love to see, what you come up with, what you create. I'd love to see where you go with it. I'd love to, how do you feel about it? Instead of these kinds of conversations, we experience the really negative like conversations. So we go back and we talk to ourselves negatively. Then when it's time for us to jump into a situation with other people or deal with other people, we instantly revert back to that negative talk, that negative self-belief. We reiterate it, we give off that energy, we don't go after the things that we want, we don't express ourselves, we don't advocate for ourselves, we allow life to pass us by, we start getting anxious, we start getting depressed, we start getting sad, we're wondering why. And it's because a lot of things, but this be one of the main things for people is that negative self-talk. So let's see what we have. Now, I'm going to probably interpret this more than one way because I was getting this as a conversation between two people. But as I went along, right, it felt more like make sure you're doing this within yourself so that when you can, so that you can um, start experiencing the things that you want within relationships or with yourself. Um, I don't know what to pull. Okay, I'm gonna just go with whatever come out. Let's see. There again could be ideas, a conversation that needs to be had with the Two of Swords. It could be standing in some sort of stagnancy or blockage. Um, but every time I see this particular Two of Swords, I see like the dark side and the light side. Hello. Okay, so y'all, I'm glad to see you all. I'm a bit tired and I don't have my glasses on, and it's a little bit far. Um, yeah, I see it as a mental battle between. Thank you so much, Emilito. Emily, Emilito. um, I see it as two parts of yourself having a disagreement: the higher self and the lower self, the light self versus the dark self, the subconscious versus the conscious. It's wanting to bring something to light. There is one truth that will win in the end, right? What does this have to do with anything? Why are we here? It's what you truly desire. It's your wish fulfillment. It's what you want. So it's becoming clear on what it is that you desire for yourself. Outside of, okay, so you could very well be someone who's very stable, right? Your life is good. And there are other things that you want. And it's like become clear on the things that you want so that you can go after them with clarity, so that you can obtain them with clarity. Ask and you shall receive. This genie grants 9 wishes, not just 3. ask and you shall receive. Think about what it is that you do want for yourself. I can literally, do I go this way? Do I go that way? Do I say this? Do I not say this? Do I choose this path? Do I not choose this path? It's like this back and forth energy. Do I like what do you want? I'm getting that meme. Is it Ryan Gosling? I don't know. I don't watch movies like that. Is it The Notebook? I don't know, where he's like, what do you want? What do you want? She's like, I don't know. I don't know. That's what it feels like. What do you want? You can have what you want. Say what you want and set boundaries. It's getting, man, I'm telling you this. Um, I think you know what you want, and I think you're scared to ask or something because there's anxiety here. Which one makes you happy? What makes you happy? Which one makes you happy? Y'all are crazy. This is an inner conflict that someone is experiencing. But mind you, this conflict is a distraction. There's a full moon here in the background for a reason. You got these four people here. Usually it's five people fighting, but it's four. Why? Because in the back is this other one. You got to get past whatever this distraction, this particular distraction is this, in order to have this new beginning, that new passionate beginning. Something you could be passionate. What are you passionate about? Hmm? What is distracting you from what you want? That's what gotta move, or that's what you have to not put too much energy into. There's a lot of mental energy being put out here, and it has the ability to mess with the way that you view yourself, mess with your inner stability. The Tower for the Nine of, what do you're realizing what you want. What do you want? Not only are you realizing what you want, you're realizing what the distraction truly is. You are realizing that. I'm telling you, I know you know. I know you know because I can feel it. Like, oh, okay, this is what I really, really want. Yeah. That feel good energy, that celebratory energy. Thank you, Brad. Thank you, Brad. You know I'm new here. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to stay around for a while. Plus, I like it live when y'all come. Appreciate Brad. Shout out to Brad. Swords. What does the Nine of Swords represent? Shame. All right. So internally, you're gonna have to really lean in on those inner resources. Really look at yourself deep in the mirror. What is going on? What is the beast? Like, what's at the roost? The roost. So something could be actually happening early in the morning, like at the crack of dawn, or somebody gets up at that time, early in the morning. But what is at the root of this beast? And this is all energetic. So in the subconscious, what's at the root of the subconscious? And why is it that you don't believe that you can have it? Because this conflict is not even real, actually. And it's two parts of the self fighting against itself. Think about that. It's the self. Make it agree. Self, we like this, and we don't like that. We like this, and we don't like that. And we will express what we do like, what we do want, and we'll go after what we do like and we don't want. We don't have to, like, for the energy here, right? As a reminder, and for some of you out there just a gentle reminder, like you know this already. We don't have to put energy into things that we don't want. We don't have to. We don't have to. We don't have to. I mean, I know, like, and that's why I put my videos as like, if you're under 18, you can't watch because you still live at home with your parents. You have to follow their rules. You have to follow their rules, you know. And then you, once you're able to do things for yourself and make your own decisions, then you make those decisions. But for the grown folk here, we don't have to do things that we don't like. We don't have to participate in anything that we don't want to participate in. And we can stand on our own 2 feet, 10 toes down, and get it done what we need to get done because we are empowered. We're empowered in ourselves. We're autonomous. We're different than any other species in the entire world. We're autonomous. We have opposable thumbs and we're able to create. We do what we want when we want, how we want. Like we can do what we can have whatever we want. So it's like important here, imperative here for someone to start looking at it through that lens. That you are deserving of good things, and all you have to do is become clear on what those are and go after them. I'm gonna keep going. I'm actually gonna pull a Celtic cross. Let's see. What does this in pertain to? You recognizing something here. What does this pertain to? You are recognizing something here. And it may have taken you some time, but you seem to, yeah, okay, what's aligned for you? That's what's at the root right here, right now. We're talking about what is an alignment for you. Where your masculine and feminine energies come to play in work simultaneously very well. You're not fighting against each other, but you're not fighting against yourself again. The light self and the dark self, your yin and your yang. You're not fighting when we're in this state, like flow like state with the lovers. What you think, what you want, you pursue that. You know what I'm saying? What you desire to create, you go after that. You make the changes if you have to make changes. You may also look at the amount of swords. It want to come out. You guys are so crazy. Y'all say crazy stuff, man. Y'all funny, bro. I like it though. It's anxiety about being in this place, and if that's what is causing the disconnect. If you're not feeling like you're in alignment, that's because there is anxiety, anxious thoughts and feelings about it. That's crazy. It's not even the thoughts. I don't know if they're really grounded in reality like that. Like they may be, but when you can create your own reality. Off to see the wizard. So you went off because you needed to strategize something. Um, let's keep going. In the past year, I see you like going off on an adventure. You decide to leave something behind and walk away from it. You felt emotionally disconnected from it. But whatever. Okay, so it's. I'm not gonna say that you. I don't. I think you go to find what makes you feel emotionally stable. The King of Cups to me is someone who's just, at least appears to be emotionally stable. But with the full moon here, it does feel as if, in the subconscious at least, this is someone who's emotionally stable. Where in the past you went off on some sort of adventure, you decided to leave it and walk away. Hey, how's it going? You decided to walk away from it. It may cause you some anxiety because what you're really looking for is the alignment for yourself. Ultimately, this is what is presented for you in the near future if you continue on this path of creating stability through alchemizing. Like through alchemy. This is one energy, and this is the opposite end of that energy. Like literally, you can see it. One is like emotionally unfulfilled, immature, not interested. Where this other energy is like I am in it. I'm stable. I can handle this. I actually love it here. That's the kind of energy. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Yeah. This could also be increasing you in kindness in some sort of way. All right, so yeah, you already, okay, so you're experiencing, or at least you're projecting outwardly, right, that, hey, I need to defend myself. But what's going on subconsciously for you here is a need to, or you at least have some sort of desire to move from this energy where you would be closed off to something a bit more open energetically, right? And you're literally moving from it because it's not, it doesn't serve you. It's nothing here. The land is barren. And this is again a mental thing. You're mentally moving from this place, and energetically, it actually comes off as, hey, stay away. Like, I need 50 feet. That kind of energy. It's not, I can't even see a perceivable threat. It's just before you even try to hurt me, wherever I came from, I got cut up pretty bad because some girls cut up, right? She's cut up from traveling through these wands, and she's letting you know, stay back. Wherever I came from, I got, done pretty bad. Here, wherever I came from, it was, pretty bad. What I was walking away from, it was, done. It was time for me to leave. That's what's going on. Like, okay, consciously, this is what I'm projecting. This is what I'm experiencing. Maybe these put off energies. It's time to progress from that. Insecurities. Moon energy in the heart space. What about your future? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about your future. How do you feel about your future? What do you project for your future? What choices are you making in the current moment that would give you a different future? Or what choices are you making in the current moment that are progressing you towards the future that you desire for yourself? The future is now. It doesn't happen. This is literally the future. It's the past as well. Right now is the past moment for right now, which is crazy. Because a second ago was right now, and that was the future for a past version of myself. So who are you right now? And then we can talk about the future, you know what I mean? Outside influences. So you may be experiencing either this is you being very logical about things, or you're experiencing an energy externally that's using head over heart in regards to the situation, or there's a situation that requires you to use your head over your heart. So this is going to require you to go into your subconscious and really analyze something where you're actually dealing with somebody who is not speaking. There's a lot of defensive, put off energy, quiet, walking away, anxious, stoic, like subconscious energy going on here. Someone is not. I don't see the high priestess, but someone. It doesn't feel intuitive. That's why it feels mental. It feels very, very mental. It doesn't feel so intuitive. Um, and it feels like someone is using their logic based on lessons, past events that may have happened. They're using their logic, which in most cases that makes sense. But for the near future, right, with the energy that's presenting itself, at least for now, right, is for someone to step into King of Cups energy and be emotionally stable. It does not require them to be in their headspace about it. So there could be a wrong approach. Hope that fears. The hope is to alchemize the energy, successfully alchemize the energy. I don't know, can I show these things? I don't know if I can show that. Because it had breasts. Yeah. Okay, success, perhaps, especially if it with the tower, the chariot, the 6 of Cups, and the 6 of Wands all show themselves. Some sort of success or recognition, maybe a triumph over past energies. Verify that. Why is that here? If someone doesn't get a hold of this energy, if someone doesn't get a hold, if communication, if clarity isn't had, wow. Wow. How do you, what's it called with these? Like, how do you, that's crazy. Oh no, my baby is awake. Um, Hold on, here I come on. If someone doesn't get a hold of this energy, it will result in some sort of um, disappointment and missed opportunity. And someone will pretend as if they don't care. If this is you, if you choose not to communicate some sort of truth about yourself or about your desires and about what you want, it will result in a missed opportunity and even disappointments. Um, and you'll be forced to act as if you don't care. I have to get my child. She is tired. And I will catch you guys in a minute. I think I'm gonna come back because I'm not ready to even stop yet. All right.